Dear students, welcome back once again. Today I shall discuss a new chapter, chapter number 5 of your book. The name of the chapter is Appropriate Prepositions after Adjectives and Participles. Appropriate prepositions after adjectives and participles. This chapter is about prepositions. This chapter is about prepositions. How to place preposition after adjectives and participle. This chapter is about preposition and how to place these prepositions after adjectives and participles. So what is already you got, that means chapter number 4, 3, these are about what prepositions. So you know now what is preposition. Then also I am defining it again. A preposition is a word used before a noun or a pronoun to show relation to some other word. To show its relation to some, it is a now a preposition is a word used before a noun or pronoun to show its relation to some other words. Now it is very important to know what is adjective. Already in class 6 in parts of speech you have already studied what adjective is. Then also I am again that means again define then also I will again define it for you. Adjective, ADJECTIVES, adjectives or adjective and participle. Participle. Now adjective is a word that tells us more about a noun or pronoun. It is a word that tells us more about a noun or pronoun, or it describes or modifies a noun or pronoun. It describes or modifies a noun or pronoun, tells us how a noun or a pronoun is. Adjective tells us how a noun or pronoun is, good, bad, intelligent, this thing. It tells us, understood or not? So now the boy is angry, the boy is angry. So it tells us more about a noun or a pronoun. Now if I talk about next one, participle, then it is like a verb. It is like a verb, but works as an adjective. Now when you will, that means you have one chapter in your syllabus, that is verbs, non-finite forms, infinitive, gerund and participle. Participle is there. So in this I have discussed participle in detail, understood or not? Now participle, it is like a it is like a verb but works as a adjective. Almost both participle and adjective are same because their works are same. Both participle and adjective both are same because their works are same. Almost they are same. Now I shall tell you how to place prepositions after adjective, how to place prepositions after adjective and participles. Understood or not? Now angry is an adjective. So angry with a person. So we have to use with after angry. That means angry, but that means with after angry. If there is a person, if person is there, and that means at we have to use, if that means we have to use at. So if somebody does or says something, so for example, my brother was angry with me. My brother was angry with me. My brother was angry, A-N-G-R-Y, angry with me. My brother was angry with me. My brother was My brother was angry with me. So you have to, with a person, we have to, that means if it is, if we talk about person, then we have to use what? With. Angry with. And he was angry at being, you open your book also, a new book, page number 26, chapter 5. Understood or not? Then you will understand more. So he was angry at being kept waiting. That is, being kept waiting is something done or said. Is something done or said. So at we have to use if somebody says or does something. If somebody says or does something. He was angry at being kept waiting. Being kept waiting is something done or said. Then we have to use what? At. Angry at. Anxious about for somebody or something. Anxious to do something. So about we have to, that means we have to use what? About for somebody or something. Anxious about, we have to use for somebody or something. For example, I am anxious about your health. I am anxious about your condition. About your conditions. CONDITION. Condition. I am anxious about your condition. I am anxious about your condition. So that means when we have to use anxious about for somebody or something. I am anxious about your condition. Now, and where to use anxious to? That means if, for example, I am writing the sentence, I was anxious to see you. Anxious to see you. Now, if after this, that means after anxious, and then after blank, if verb is there. If verb is there, then what we have to use? To. We have to use what? To. We have to use anxious to. Anxious to. Anxious to. We have to put if verb is there, then what we have to? If verb is there, then what we have to put? Anxious to. Understood or not? Now, astonished at something, astonished to do something. So I am really astonished at his behavior. I am really astonished at his behavior. That means at his surprised. I am surprised at his behavior. Then if verb is there, again you can say I am astonished to see. Verb is there, then what to use? To before. That means after adjective, what we have to use? We have to use what? After adjective or participle, what we have to use? We have to use see. I am astonished to see you here. Based on something, this is the very simple. The play is based on historical fact. Busy with something. He was busy with work. He was busy with work, or he was busy with his exam. Close to a person or thing. Close to we have to use with a person or thing. Both of them say he is very close to me. He is very close to me. That means near to me. Very near. In relation, he is near. He is near. He is very close to me, we can say. Or the school is close to the bank. The school is close to the bank. Like this also we can write. The school, our school is close to the post office. Delighted at, delighted with. So delighted at is something is there. Is something is there. Then what we have to write? He is delighted at my success. He is delighted at my success. So here the focus is success. Here the focus is on success, which is a thing. Now, she is delighted with her present. She is delighted with me. She is delighted with me because she is delighted with her present. That means the focus, if a person is there. If a person is there, the focus is her. The focus is on her. So with add, if it is delighted at with a thing, delighted with a person, delighted to, when we have to write delighted to, if verb is there. For example, I am delighted to hear the news. I am delighted to hear the news. I am D-E-L-I-G-H. I am delighted to hear hear the H-E-A-R, hear the news. N-E-W-S. I am delighted to hear the news. If verb is there, then what we have to use after adjective or participle? We have to use what? To. We have to use to. Remember this. I am delighted to hear the news. Now, different from somebody or something. So very easy. Different from somebody or something. Ram is different from me. Ram is different from me. Maybe in that means my qualities are something else. His qualities are something else. So we both are different. As a human being, we are different. So Ram is different from me. We can say the car is. That means another example is the car is different from the one I drove yesterday. So if they are, that means similarities is not same, then we have to use what? Different from. Disappointed with somebody and disappointed at. So with somebody I am disappointed with you. I am disappointed with you. If person is there, then disappointed with me. He is disappointed with me as I did not receive his call. As I did not receive his phone. As I did not receive his call. He is disappointed with me. And I am disappointed. He is disappointed at my work. For a thing we have to use what? At. So displeased with a person. He is displeased with me because I did not invite him. He is displeased with me because I did not invite him. Then he was dressed in lungi, or she was dressed in red sari, or if somebody is wearing something, then dressed in due to some cause. Because of this reason he was late due to traffic. He was late due to traffic. So because of something, if something happens, faithful to somebody or something. If someone is loyal, faithful, then he is faithful to his master. He is faithful to his master. A dog is faithful to its master. Famous for something well known. If that means well known. He is famous for acting. Amir Khan is famous for acting. MS Dhoni is famous for cricket. Yes. Fond of. You are fond of something. If you love something, then he is fond of ice cream. He is fond of music. That means he is fond of swimming. Like this we can write. He is fond of ice cream. He is fond of music. If you love something, then free to do. So I am free to do the work. So where to use to? If verb is there. After this, if verb is there after the blank down, what we have to use? We have to use to. So I am free to do the work. Now, full of person. If in a room there are so many people, it is full of person, then the room is full of students. The library is full of books. If that means if the room is full, or if something is hall is full, if the park is full, so what we have to use? Then the hall is full of audiences, the park is full of flowers, the classroom is full of students. Then good for something. Good at we have to use if we are expert at something. He He is good at music. He is good at music. Music. He is good at music. He is good at music. M-U-S-I-C. He is good at music. He is good at music. Then he is good at English. Then good for, where to use good for? If something is beneficial for us. If something is beneficial for us, for example, meal is good for health, honey is good for health, like this we can write. Honey is, he would be, that means if something is suitable or beneficial, he is suitable for the job. He would be good for the job. Now ignorant of. Then ignorant of, we are ignorant of the fact, knowing very little. That means when we know very little, we are to use ignorant. With ignorant we are to use what? Of. Ignorant of. Interested in a person or thing. He is interested in reading newspaper. He is interested in reading newspaper. I am not interested, or I am not interested in music. I am not interested in music. I am not people say or not, I am not interested in politics. It is not my cup of tea. I am not interested in politics. Like this people say. Kind to somebody. You have always been very kind to me. Made of, made from. Made of, made from. The table is made of wood. So when we are to use made of, when we that means when raw material is recognized, when raw material can be recognized. If for example the table is made of wood, so we can recognize or not that this is made of wood, this is made of wood. Raw material is easily recognized. Then we have to use made of wood. Made of, we have to use what? Made of. If we can recognize the raw material, understood or not? And if it is not, if we cannot recognize, then we have to use made from. Made from wood. Paper, can you recognize? Can you say that it is made that is made of wood? No, we cannot recognize. We cannot recognize also. But this can be recognized that it is made of. It is made of wood. Paper can, this page cannot, you cannot recognize. You cannot recognize. You cannot recognize. Understood? No? Nice to a person. So nice to a person, nice of a person who has done something. So when we are to use, that means if any person does anything good, if any person does anything good, then what we have to use? You have to use, that means it was nice of you. It was nice of you to help me. Understood or not? So nice of you, when we have to use, if the person does something good, then we have to use nice of you. Obedient to, I am obedient to my, that means who does what he is told to do. Who does, that means he always listen. He always listen to, that means if who does what he is told to do. That means very obedient. He listens, everybody's. Understood? So he is obedient to his father. He is obedient to his parents. He is or we tell, be obedient to your parents. Be obedient to your teachers. We say or not? Be obedient to the rules of the school. Be obedient to the rule of the country. To the rule of the country. Now pleased with somebody. Pleased with, that means with a person, pleased. I am pleased with him. I am pleased with him. I am pleased with him. And pleased to where? If Barb is there. I am pleased to see you. I am pleased to see you. I am P-L-E-A-S-E-D. Pleased to. I am pleased to see you. See, why you? Why to? Because Barb is there. Barb is there. I am pleased to see you and I am pleased with you. I am pleased with you. Now, polite to. Try to be polite. They having when we show good manners, having or showing good manners. Polite to. Try to be polite to others. Proud of. That means he is proud of me. He is proud of me. Having a high opinion of yourself or something, then is yours. They are proud of their new car. They are proud of their new car. They are proud of my result. They are proud. My parents are proud of my result. That means qualified to and qualified for. Qualified for. Now, she is qualified to teach. She is qualified to teach. She is qualified to teach. T-E-A-C-H. She is qualified. She is Q-U-A-L-I-F-I-E-D. She is qualified to teach. Then she is qualified for teaching. She is qualified for teaching English. She is qualified for teaching English. For teaching, T-E-A, for teaching. She is qualified for teaching English. Now, E-N-G-L-I-S-H. So many sentences we got that if to is there, that means to here to is if we find verb. If we after that, if there is verb, then we have to use what? To. We have to use to. And she is qualified if ing is there. If ing is there, then form. If ing is there, then form will come. If ing is there, then what we have to write? Gerund. Ing is there, then what we have to use? She is qualified for teaching. Otherwise, she is qualified to teach English. She is qualified to teach English also we can say. But since ing is there, that is why we have written for. So qualified for. Qualified for. If ing is qualified for, we have to use if after that. If we find verb after that with ing. Understood or not? And if only verb is there without ing, then to. Remember this. Rude to a salesman should know. That means you should not be rude to the poor. Rude to the poor. Then surprised at. Then surprised, you should not be rude to the poor. That means surprised at. So if surprised at and surprised to. Surprised to. I am surprised at your behavior. I am surprised at your behavior. I am surprised at your behavior. So when at, that means we have to use for something. If something is there, that means something is mentioned, then I am surprised at his behavior. It is a thing. If thing is there, that means surprised for a thing. What we have to write? At. We are that means we are surprised at his behavior. Then to where to use? I am surprised. I am surprised. S-U-R-P-R-I. I am surprised to know that. I am surprised to know that you are still alive. That person is telling to an old man, you are still alive. Although I should not have written this sentence, all should live long. So I am surprised to know that you are still alive. You are still alive. Understood or not? I am surprised to know that you are still alive. So to, when to use? That means if after that. If after that, if we find any what? Verb, then what we have to write? I surprised to. Surprised to. And at if a thing is there. Understood or not? Then tired. That means tired when we write, that means bored. If we are bored, I am tired. I am tired of his joke. I am tired of his joke, of his jokes, or I am tired of listening to his jokes. Understood or not? I am tired of him. I am tired of him because he is talking continuously talking and making me bored and making me feel bored. So I am tired of him. I am tired of him. So this is the end of today's discussion. If you find any problem while going through the chapter, please call me at night.